This is Passport Wars, and today we're comparing the passports of two Euro 2024 rivals, France and the Netherlands. The rules are simple. Each side defends their passport on issues from taxation to dual citizenship and even visa-free travel. Let's begin. And our Nomad Passport Index ranks passports from all around the world because no two citizenships are the same and each comes with pluses and minuses. That's what we're talking about in today's round, and we start with round one, perception. France, why is your country perceived better around the world?
Well, number one, it's more popular than Netherlands, I would say. Number two, look how sophisticated France is, right? You start your day with coffee and croissant at the coffee place, then you have lunch with wine, and then dinner with champagne. So not only it's the sophisticated lifestyle, not only Paris is fashion center of the world, you basically have everything. You have the lavender fields, you have the seaside, you have everything. Apart from that, when you show up at the border with your French passport, you know how they look at you. France is very well known. It is very respected. They will respect you because you're coming from that country, again, that is a center of fashion, art, everything, really, pretty much.
Netherlands, it sounds like you've got a poignant response.
You're presenting as no one in the world knows about Netherlands, which obviously is not true. The better thing that Netherlands has that France does not have is that at least no one in the world hates you when you show up your passport to them. People know that we are a small country in Western Europe, that we have high incomes, that labor market here is amazing. There's plenty of opportunities, that people who come in here are very well integrated, that you can work and walk around Netherlands and speak English, which in France is almost impossible, that everyone will welcome you here.
So leave a comment below. Which passport would you rather show when traveling? The Netherlands or France? Now, round two, taxation. What obligations do citizens have living in or leaving their country? The Netherlands, you go first.
Well, taxation is honestly not our stronger side. We're very good at collecting taxes, so if you try to leave as a Netherlands tax resident or as a citizen, we'll make it impossible pretty much. So there is a kind of joke, which is unfortunately not a joke. It's a sad reality that as long as you have your toothbrush in Netherlands, you are their tax resident. So Netherlands taxes are super high, progressive. So definitely if taxes are something that you are concerned about, again, might not necessarily be the best place. But with those taxes comes something very well worth it. Again, very good infrastructure, healthcare, and social security. So all of that is covered by high taxes, but it is on a very high level.
France, tell us about your taxes.
Well, firstly, I thought this is a channel where we discussed low tax rates or zero taxation countries and so on.
Capitalist comes first, so I need to win.
Well, I would say France is not very well with taxation either. But of course, if you are a citizen of France and you want to leave, you can do so. You can be deregistered as a taxpayer in France and you can simply go somewhere else. However, it's definitely easier than, for example, in Netherlands. Of course, it is still a bit strict, but definitely easier. If you leave your toothbrush, they won't tax you.
And while Passport Wars doesn't give tax advice, this is an important time to say how Nomad Capitalist can help you if you're living in a high-tax country and want to get out and move to a lower-tax country. Whether it's the US or the Netherlands or France or almost anywhere else in the Western world, we've built a network of tax experts around the world, and we can not only help you leave your country, but find one of dozens of different countries around the world to go to and legally reduce your taxes so that you never have to look over your shoulder and you can enjoy tax savings for years to come. Go to nomadcapitalist.com, learn more about how you can save millions of dollars, millions of euros by moving somewhere else and put that money back into your business and back into your portfolio. Now, round three. And we're starting with the Netherlands. This is personal freedom from mandatory military service to day-to-day life.
This is obviously my win. Like, personal freedoms in Netherlands are on a very high level in all areas of life. And this is something that we're very well known for. So if you're coming to Netherlands, you don't have to worry about your personal freedoms. There is no military service that does come with your citizenship. Again, that exists in many other countries. Netherlands is not one of them. Also, it is one of the countries in the EU with lowest corruption rates. So when it comes to freedom of press, we constantly are getting very high scores on every single list when it comes to freedom of press. And we're also at the bottom of the list of countries that are anti-Semitic.
France, what do you have to say about that?
Well, number one, obviously, France also doesn't have a mandatory military service. They've been talking about getting it back. However, I don't think that will happen. The reason for that is that France is also home to French Legion, the military service where you can join from anywhere around the world, not only French citizens. And one of the ways that they reward you for serving their country is by giving you a passport. Obviously, we've all heard about the protests that's been going on in Paris and everywhere around France throughout this year. Currently, there's protests about Palestine. However, early on, there were about some different reasons. But I like the fact that people actually feel like they have a voice. So I like the fact that they're protesting in a silent way and, peaceful one. That is
Burning
not...
cities to the ground.
I'm not saying that happened, but I like the fact that they feel like they have the voice and that they can go out on the street and, make government listen to them. I like that fact, though. Well, I don't think that France is the worst when it comes to protests. Shall we talk about farmers protesting in Netherlands?
Yeah, but we also need to mention that you kind of lied there. No one else is getting in a French Foreign Legion.
Now for round 4 and dual citizenship. France, what do you have?
Well, first of all, dual citizenship is allowed. So if you want to get your second citizenship in France, you're allowed to do so without renouncing your primary one. So you can get French citizenship after 5 years of living there by naturalization. You can also get it by marriage in a bit of a shorter period of time. And you can also get it if you're having French ancestors through your parents or your grandparents, considering that your parents get it first. So, Netherlands, what do you get?
Netherlands, how do you respond to such a taunt?
Yeah, we don't allow dual citizenship except in certain circumstances if you have Dutch ancestors or if you're coming from an EU country, and that's pretty much about it.
Sounds like a solid L for the Netherlands on that. Now round 5, lifestyle. France, tell us why your lifestyle is better as a passport holder.
Well, let's talk about the facts. First, France is such a bigger country than, for example, the Netherlands. You can have everything. You can go to the seaside, you can ski in Alps, you can go to Paris, you can go anywhere you'd like. Apart from that, educational system is very good. Healthcare, pretty good as well. Transportation is amazing. Charles de Gaulle is one of the most connected airports. Charles de Gaulle...
Most terrible airports in the world.
One of the most dreadful airports, you bump your head.
It's well connected. I have to say that cost-wise, if we compare, for example, Amsterdam and Paris, they're pretty much the same, right? I mean, I do believe that that in Paris you can get just a bit of a less, for example, for rent or something like that than in Amsterdam, but they're pretty solid both.
Well, France is a way bigger country. Netherlands is way better connected, and you have almost the same things, but in a much smaller space. So commute time is way faster, and it's way better connected with other European Union countries. Also, compared to France, for those that are really looking to live in a place where there is an order, you should come to Netherlands and not to France.
Well, I don't know if we should say that considering the housing shortage that is currently happening in the Netherlands or the fact that Netherlands is completely overpopulated.
Yes, but if you have a Dutch passport or for that matter, a French passport, you don't have to live only in those countries. You can choose between any place in European Union where you can live. Plus, with Netherlands, you get a couple of islands in Caribbean where you can also move and live freely.
Now for the lightning round, comparing visa-free travel between these two European countries. The Netherlands, you go first, 15 seconds.
Dutch passports bring you in 177 countries in total where you can visit visa-free or with a very easy electronic visa.
France, 15 seconds.
Well, to add to that list, while the Netherlands needs an e-visa to Vietnam, we can just show up and that's it. Winner.
So that's Passport Wars. Leave a comment below which country you think wins. And the reality is most nomad capitalists aren't moving to France or the Netherlands unless they're getting citizenship by descent from one of those countries. But there are dozens of other countries where you can go and create your own personal passport wars, building your own personal passport portfolio from dozens of available countries. So go to nomadcapitalist.com and learn how you can create your own passport portfolio today.